Seat belt, properly mounted, secured, no damage. There's no cuts or frays to the belt. My emergency equipment, I have my fire extinguisher, properly mounted, secured. There's no damage. It's at the proper rating and it's fully charged. On the floor here, I have my emergency triangles and flares. Up here, I have my spare bulbs and fuses. I'm now going to do a safe start. There's no debris on the floor. The truck is in neutral. My brakes are applied. I'm going to turn the key forward. My ABS light went out, showing that the system is working properly. At this time, I would start the truck. My water temperature is between 180 and 200. My oil pressure is between 40 and 60 pounds of pressure. My volts are between 12 and 14. My air gauges are between 90 and 120. 120 is the governed cutoff. My mirrors and windshield are properly mounted and secured. No damage, no cracks, no illegal stickers. I'm going to turn my lights on. All my dashboard lights are lit. My left signal works, right signal, hazards, and high beams all work properly. My windshield wipers, properly mounted, secured. There's no damage. There's no cuts or frays to the blades. I'm now going to check my heater, my defroster, my heater. They both work properly. My horns, I have my electric horn and my air horn, both working properly. Now I'm going to check my brakes. I'm going to put it in gear. I'm going to push in my trailer brake. I'm going to let off. The truck didn't move, therefore that brake is working properly. I'm going to push in my truck brake, check my trailer brake. I let off the service brake, truck didn't move, my trailer brake's working properly. I'm pushing both brakes in. I'm going to roll at 5 miles an hour with my hands off the wheel. I'm going to hit the brake. The truck did not pull left or right, showing my service brake is working properly. I'm now going to put it in neutral, pull my brakes. I'm going to build my air pressure up to 120 pounds, which is the governed cutoff. At that point, I'm going to shut the engine off and turn the key back forward. I'm going to push in my brakes. I shouldn't lose more than 4 pounds of pressure in the next minute. I'm going to start fanning my brakes. At 60 pounds of pressure, my low air warning alarm is going to go off. I'm going to continue fanning my brakes between 20 and 40 pounds of pressure. My parking brakes will top out and apply. That's the in cab. We'll now start the out cab. From out front, there's no oil or fluids on the ground, indicating there's no leaks. The truck is not leaning one way or the other, showing my suspension is intact. I'm going to check my high beams, my turn signals, my running lights, and my clearance lights. They're all working properly. At this point, I'm going to go around, check all lights, all reflectors. Okay, I just went around and checked all my lights and reflectors. Pull my oil dipstick, check the level, replace it when I'm done. My coolant, I'm going to check my level through the sight glass, make sure it's at the proper height. My reservoir, properly mounted, secured, no damage, there's no cracks, no leaks. My hoses, properly mounted, secured, there's no damage, there's no cuts or leaks. My water pump is properly mounted, secured, there's no damage, there's no cracks, there's no leaks. It's belt driven. There's no cracks or frays to my belt. There's no more than 3/4 inch play when pulled from center. My alternator, properly mounted, secured, no damage. It's also belt driven. There's no cuts or frays to the belt. No more than 3/4 inch play when pulled from center. Air compressor, properly mounted, secured, no damage. There's no cracks. There's no leaks. My hoses are properly mounted, secured. There's no damage. There's no cracks or leaks to those. My air compressor is belt driven. There's no cracks or frays to the belt. There's no more than 3/4 inch of play when pulled from center. Shove the stick down here. My power steering pump, properly mounted, secured, no damage. There's no cracks or leaks. It's also belt driven. There's no cracks or frays to the belt. There's no more than 3/4 inch of play when pulled from center. My steering arm, properly mounted and secured, no damage. It's not bent. My steering knuckle, properly mounted and secured, no damage, no cracks. Power steering reservoir is filled to the proper height. There's no cracks or leaks to the reservoir. My power steering hoses, properly mounted and secured, no damage, no cracks, no leaks. My power steering gearbox, properly mounted and secured, no damage, no leaks, it's gear driven. Pitman arm, properly mounted and secured, no damage, no cracks, no illegal welds. My castle nut and cotter pins, properly mounted and secured, no damage, no cracks, no silver threading. My drag link, properly mounted and secured, no damage, it's not bent. We're on to suspension. My leaf springs, properly mounted and secured, no damage, there's none cracked, shifted, or missing. My U-bolts, properly mounted and secured, no damage, no cracks. My hanger and mounts are both properly mounted and secured, no damage, there's no cracks or illegal welds. Shock absorber, properly mounted and secured, no damage, it's not bent, and it's not leaking. We're on to brakes. Chamber and clamp, properly mounted and secured, no damage, it's not dented or leaking. Brake hose or brake line, properly mounted and secured, no damage, no cracks, no leaks. My slack adjuster and push rod, properly mounted and secured, no damage. It's not bent, there's no more than 1 inch play when the brakes are released. My drum and liner are properly mounted and secured, no damage. It's not dangerously worn, there's no oil or grease. Tire, properly mounted and secured, no damage. It's evenly worn. There's no less than 4/32 tread depth. There's no cuts or bulges to the sidewall. I'll check the air pressure and replace the cap when I'm done. My rim, properly mounted and secured, no damage. There's no cracks or illegal welds. My lug nuts, properly mounted and secured, no damage. There's not any cracks, no silver threading showing. My hub, properly mounted and secured, no damage, no leaks. Fuel area, secured, no damage, it's hung at the proper height. My mirror and door are properly mounted and secured, there's no damage. My weather stripping, properly mounted and secured, no damage, there's no cuts or frays to the weather stripping. My stairs or steps, properly mounted and secured, no damage, no cracks. My fuel tank, strap, and cap are all properly mounted and secured, there's no damage, there's no cracks, no leaks. My exhaust, properly mounted and secured, no damage, there's no cracks, holes, or leaks. Catwalk, properly mounted and secured, no damage, there's no debris on here, no illegal welds. My drive shaft, properly mounted and secured, no damage, it's not bent. My frame, properly mounted and secured, no damage, there's no holes, there's no cracks, there's no illegal welds. My air lines and electric line are all properly mounted and secured to the glad hands. There's no cuts or leaks to my hoses. They're not tangled and they're not dragging on the catwalk. I'll do it for you guys.
That's fine, man.
Start hitting everything again over here. Splash guard, properly mounted and secured, no damage, hung at the proper height. Once again, my mirror and door, properly mounted and secured, no damage. My weather stripping, properly mounted and secured, no damage, no cuts or frays. My steps, properly mounted and secured, no damage, no cracks. Suspension again. My leaf springs, none are cracked, shifted, or missing. My U-bolts, properly mounted and secured, no damage, no cracks. My torsion bar, properly mounted and secured, no damage, there's no cracks or illegal welds. My hangers and mounts are properly mounted and secured, no damage, no cracks, no illegal welds. Brakes again. My chamber and clamp are properly mounted and secured. There's no damage, there's no dents or leaks. My brake lines are properly mounted and secured, no damage, no cracks, no leaks. My slack adjuster and push rod, properly mounted and secured, no damage, it's not bent, there's no more than 1 inch play when the brakes are released. Drum and liner, properly mounted and secured, no damage, it's not dangerously worn, no oil or grease. Tires again. I'm going to hit both back here now. Evenly worn, no less than 2/32 tread depth. There's no debris between the tires. There's no cuts or bulges to my sidewalls. I'll check the air pressure with a gauge, replace the cap when I'm done. My rims, properly mounted and secured, no damage. There's no cracks or illegal welds. My lug nuts and hub nuts, axle nuts, sorry, are properly mounted and secured, no damage, they're not cracked, and there's no silver threading. My axles, properly mounted and secured, no damage, they are not leaking. Coupling system. My mounting bolts, properly mounted and secured, no damage, there's none missing, and there's no silver threading showing. My apron and fifth wheel skid plate, properly mounted and secured, no damage, there's no cracks or illegal welds. There's no gap between the two, and it's properly greased. My release arm and safety latch, properly mounted and secured, no damage, they're not bent. My platform, properly mounted and secured, no damage, no holes, no cracks, no illegal welds. Way up in here, my kingpin and locking jaw are properly mounted and secured, no damage. The locking jaw is securely latched around the kingpin. Trailer. Bulkhead, properly mounted and secured, no damage. There's no cracks, there's no leaks. Landing gear, properly mounted and secured, no damage. It's fully raised, and my crank is secured. Trailer frame, properly mounted and secured, no damage, there's no holes, no cracks, no illegal welds. Suspension, again, my leaf springs, properly mounted and secured, no damage, there's none cracked, shifted, or missing. My U-bolts, properly mounted and secured, no damage, no cracks. My hangers and mounts, properly mounted and secured, no damage, there's no cracks or illegal welds. My torque arms, properly mounted and secured, no damage, they are not bent. Brakes, repetitive. Chamber and clamp, properly mounted and secured, no damage, they're not dented, and there's no leaks. My brake lines, properly mounted and secured, no damage, no cracks, no leaks. Slack adjuster and push rod, properly mounted and secured, no damage, not bent, there's no more than 1 inch play when the brakes are released. Drum and liner, properly mounted and secured, no damage, it's not dangerously worn, no oil or grease. Quickly again, our tires, evenly worn, no debris, no less than 2/32 tread depth, no cuts or bulges. I'm going to check my air pressure, replace the cap when I'm done. My rims, properly mounted and secured, no damage, no cracks, no illegal welds. My lug nuts, properly mounted and secured, no damage, no cracks, no silver threading. Back here we have spacers. My spacers are properly mounted and secured, no damage, there's no cracks, no holes. Whatever I did to this side of the truck, I'm going to do to that side of the truck.